Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Ladyhill. I'm going to get used to saying that now. You can see it's the next morning. See there, our money went down. So we spent about 25k there on various things, mainly on our loan interest and on vehicles we hired and purchased. So I've got a bit of a plan today. Now it might work, it might not. It's going to start with me looking from this guy. I want to start by selling a couple of items. I'm going to sell the New Holland harvester because we don't need it. We definitely don't need that. I'm also going to sell that feed mixer because I looked, and as much as I kind of didn't want to use it, the one I had on Riverbend, you know, the static one, was only like 35 grand. I think it would go nicely in the corner, probably in the back of here even. I'm kind of hoping that maybe selling this bad boy and the New Holland will give us the money to do that. How are the animals doing? Their food is down, their straws, not down so much. Obviously, once they've done that, see what I get for those two items. Like I said, I don't think they'll be worth a lot, 'cause I think they both have quite high hours on them, but we'll have to see. I may sell a couple of loads of barley, because I just want to get... Now I've got more of a baseline idea, so that went from 30k to about 26 grand we spent. So that means I need to be, you know, 2 or 3 of the barley, assuming the barley is still at a pretty good price, which it is. 2 or 3 trailloads of it. I know I'd much rather wait till then and get the best price, but we'll be bankrupt. What I also want to do is chuck a windrow at that field to get that straw. I'm going to bale that straw there. In fact, I'll probably pick the baler up with this. I should have brought a bigger tractor really. Bale that field, have this one windrowed. As we said before, the weather is looking shocking today. In fact, fuck me. Pardon my language, but look at that. Good job we don't plan to do any harvesting, we will be absolutely screwed today. Basically, I want to try to end the day on 70k. Because that'll give us a good couple months, because we're going to struggle. We haven't got many money making opportunities through like November, December, January, February. I'm going to need about 100k to get through then. Now we've got the grass fields we can cut, and we can make silage, we can sell some silage, we can use some silage. Up the convoy's going fast. Also the game tried to troll me late on last night, you may have seen. That would be so useful for what I'm doing. Because one thing is I don't have auto load. Because what I want to do is I generally want to load bales manually. Jesus H, I've got the brutal traffic one I'm pulling out. I'll turn this off, I might go a bit quicker because I'm not sure the horsepower is on. I'm kind of hoping that this thing maybe doesn't have a lot of hours on it and as a result it might sell alright. I already brought the New Holland down here last night, so I'll sell them back. I don't expect that to be worth a lot, but you never know. I mean, if we can make enough to only 35, 30 for the force and 65, we can get 110 grand. I mean, more loans are an option. I don't know how much the game's willing to lend me right now. Let's check by how much land I have. See there, here's our New Holland. But how much would the game lend me right now? Max 0. I'm obviously already at my limit. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not worth too bad. Sell that. Sell that. And repaint it. That's worth like 51. And this guy here, I don't want to sell the tractor as well. Really. Oh, I will at some point, but not right now. We're getting these out the MBs first. Ah, that's good. He's not got a lot of time on him, so that will sell for... So actually, that genuinely straight up pays for the this cows mixing plant now. Now let me find my way back to my farm. I was kind of hoping I could get it into like tuck it in the back of here. That's all part of the cow shed. I can't do anything about that. And do you reckon if I do that right, I'm gonna have enough room to get a trailer in there, but be able to put stuff into that one? I think I will. Doesn't look too far off the ground either, which is nice. That's the big one. Try and do that again. Try and put it well over, so I'm planning to get the trailer in. Nice, that's that buzz. So now I'm saying about a square baler now. Unless there's one in here, which was I should have brought the round baler and sold it. Right, can I find him in here? Nope. Nope. There we are. See what this is worth. If this is worth good money, we could actually be. Also need to fill it with bell now, which I haven't done yet. Oh, that's helpful. I say I need 110,000. Right, so I don't want to just stick something else on lease, that's the thing. There's a bailiff I'm looking at. These. We have a couple of options, all the same money. I'm not going for that. I've made that mistake before. What's the chrome one? Standard will do. We'll turn the plate off because they're not giving me any useful for us. Does it cost me to change the colour? It does. That's 13 grand basically. Then if I grab that 4 stack, which just help me with loading it, I'm still probably going to sell a couple of trailers of barley just to really make sure, but this should at least help us. Right, if I send this guy back to the house for this, I actually have another job in mind for this guy once he gets there. This is the 11th, this is the mid one, right. So I think which tractor I need to do what. What was the horsepower? That baler was 120 horsepower, wasn't it? 115, what's this guy? 110, so in theory, no, he couldn't do it, so... the little one can do the windrowing. See what this guy can do. This guy can rip. The field that we didn't take the didn't put the straw down on can just be ripped. Let's take this out of the way. I might need some seeds soon, that's okay. Also, the other thing I need to do is, what I'll probably do is grab the telehandler and start it making some feed, mix some TMI up for me. I may need to buy a little bit of mineral thinking about it. I don't think it'll produce without. I mean, do I plough and get rid of the weeds that way? No, because I just hate ploughing. So I think if I use the cultivator, I'm probably going to have to like herbicide the field or something at a later date, but that can be dealt with. I'm hoping he's got the horsepower to run this thing. He should have. He's nearly home, that's great. So I'll probably do the baling first. And set up the course properly, yet. hands. Yeah. Well, looks to be a lot of lines. And you're here, good. I need to power that up over there. And you're gonna grab the wind. The windrower can probably do round corners. Just speed things up. I say that 4 stack is purely because it means that once I get the bales, I can use that first to put them into stacks before I then have to load them onto the trailer. You may have seen we have the white big baling trailer that I've used in most of the series. And I say we'll have mowing to do. That might end up falling into October yet. In real life, you definitely wouldn't mow in the rain. I don't really know if you'd mess with straw in the rain, but we haven't got many other options. But we have, because, like I say, we've now made sort of money. Actually, more money than I thought we were going to make by this point. You want me to say right either? Around corners, you can be 4. Don't want it. I want it on lands, because what I find with lands is you don't get as bad trying to turn in on itself too tight. Right, so like I say, the job later with this big 800 might be to go and sell some barley, but for now I'm going to drop that off. I'm going to go and grab that baler. But I might just send the AI to that because I'm going to, like I say, get some TML on the mix, aren't I? Quick check, make sure they're both happy. Might as well park you for now. You're happy about 20 minutes? You're happy about 50 minutes, okay. I'll put this down into... I also realised that for some reason, whether I got something wrong when I set this up, this farm doesn't have a sleep trigger. Well, certainly I couldn't find one. I've ended up having to... I've hidden one of there's like a sleep trigger I've got, which is like a duffel bag. I've managed to hide it under the stairs. And so what I'm going to do now is just do a quick mix-up. Don't know whether I'll be able to use this to move one of those trailers and feed them once I've done something like that, but... The idea is we give them a good few bales. Yeah, we all know that we know that mixer. We've used that mixer in when we use it in Riverbend. What do I need? I can't remember now actually. No, I need mineral feed, so I'm gonna have to buy a pallet of mineral feed. That's rather irritating. There you go. I'm also not gonna give them all these bales because I need to keep some for the blower. See, I've hidden the harvester there, by the way. I haven't put it where I got the other one from because dolly trailer. I am planning to manage to put those signs up as well, like I had on Riverbend, but as of right now, that is not. Because also, I don't think we have a bale wrapper. We have a bale wrapper, but I don't. Like, we might have to sell that and buy the Colossus one so we can wrap square bales. I need to deactivate that. I always forget which times you can do that. That must be a silage pig, 'cause that's why he's left me a silage roller there. Has to be. Trust me to drop them. I'm going to lift yourself with 2 bales of these. I'm going to get 1 pallet of mineral feed. I'm going to get it on this because this does 26 mile an hour. Is quick enough. Bonk. You know, comedy of frigging errors today, like. After that first episode really didn't go in my favour, it appears that that's going to continue for this one. See what I mean? Oh, and there's the rain. And there's the mower. Anyway, so I'm going to get this sorted out. If I have to go and buy a pack of mineral feed, I do. We'll sort this out, get this mixing, and then we'll get on and do the baling. So, sit back, take it in. So the feed mix is on its way producing, which is fantastic. Wondering why I set this to 220mm bales is because I don't want to risk. I'm going to use 220 for silage because I'm pretty sure even the Colossus wrapper can't do less. Oh, that's not what I intended to do. Come on, get lined up. I mean, this. I can see this truck. I see we want to get rid of this tractor sooner rather than later. To be honest with you, folks, it's really been irritating to me. Is there anything new? We'd have to go quite a lot bold. But there's anything used with good horsepower? And how much was that New Holland? I mean, if that's like 100 grand, that's doable today. And I know I would stick with the Merc. I probably wouldn't just get rid of the Merc at this point. Not to mention with 666 hours on this, most probably not worth anything. I deliberately did that because obviously I had to spawn these vehicles in, buy them, and I put them all to like really high hours just to stop it being like a bit of a money thing. Plus, I want you to be realistic to what like something of this age is going to have. That's probably low. If it's been a working tractor all its life, I would say 600 hours. Because these, I believe, are 70s to early 90s, I want to say, the MB tractor produced. Exactly when sort of this version would be, I couldn't tell you. I mean, the 1100 does look newer, doesn't it? Just with the front end on it, makes it look like, I reckon that's later than maybe the 800 in this one. Okay, the cow feeders run out of materials already. What's it run out of? Silage. So I can go and throw a few more bales in, but it's already produced 30,000 litres of silage form. That's not bad at all. I don't think we're going to get gigantic numbers of bales off these fields, but okay, will all help. Yeah. I'll get some more silage, but I'll try and keep it going. Obviously, once we've got a tractor free, we can get a trailer load out and actually feed them to the cows. And then if I'm really good, I should be able to maybe do. I'm going to move you out of the way over here. I should be able to really do 3 at once here. Gotta be a little bit careful, because obviously they're not actually physically, the only thing holding them down is their weight. Also go watch actually drive through the trigger point and just feed into the cows like this. One thing I will do, because it just annoys me if I don't, is this. Okay, it's just one of them. It's this, I just don't know why, call me silly, but something about putting it in with a plastic wrap slung just doesn't feel right. At least if I unwrap it first. Feels more realistic. You wouldn't just throw the plastic wrap in the feed mixer in real life, unless you want to be cleaning your feed mixer out every other bleeding day. Yeah, hopefully there should be enough room here. I reckon that I can get. I was also looking field 83 there, which is a massive sorghum field. I might look and see, because if that's available as a contract, I'm tempted to take it, because it would at least give the everyone something to do, something to justify its costs. That's still below 5%, even with both of those bills. No, well, yeah, it's mineral feed. We didn't use a lot of that, so I'm not that worried. Right, so that's done. He should be getting on quite nicely, just making it a little bit easier for me when I come to do this field. Yeah, that's looking a little bit. It's getting like 2 into 1, so it's going to save us quite a bit of messing around. And I'm with. I don't know whether to tell some about it. Let's just have a look at some in a second. Got a vent there. I mean, that will get us a bit of power. It sadly isn't. You know, that would only be 105, but this. Where is it? There, look. I don't know whether I want the France flag. I don't know if I want green wheels. And that for 94k. That too much too soon? Hello. Got an interesting prospect though. Much better seeded than the one we currently have, and 180 horsepower, so this thing in theory should run it. I say in theory because this thing's proven to be the most underwhelming 180 horsepower I've come across in this game, and trust me, there's some contenders for that accolade. But like that would speed up. I mean that's awesome, but no way we can afford that. I say I'm reluctant to throw anything else on contract for now. I get the logic. Well, you're going to spend it in one, so it's going to come out one way or the other. I get that, but still at the same time, somehow, at least I know if I spend it. Because if I remember rightly with this hire purchase, if I go below zero and you just make the payment, then they'll take the vehicle off me. I think it might be 2 payments. I think it tells you actually if I go back into this. Yeah, look. May put you into arrears. Nah, I'm sure I remember. It must have been in the mod like description. I'm sure it said if you miss like too many payments, they will just go take the vehicle off. You know, scary prospect, but we're gonna have to see what that throws. Like I say, I'm confident that I can keep us above the red line, certainly for the moment. This first winter could be difficult. It's like the young ones, like say cows. Only 3 months, they're not producing milk yet. I'm gonna learn actually with this series whether they produce milk at 10 months old or at 18, aren't I? Because that was something I wasn't sure about in Riverbend. We'll get the answer now. Because if it's 18 months, they're not gonna start producing milk till the end of year 2. They're 3 months now. That's another 15 months away. Like December year 2 before they start producing milk, so we've got nothing without them. We do own a dairy. We own the dairy. We got it. Obviously, once we do produce milk, it's going to be possible to convert it into high-paying like bottled milk or butter. But like I say, with my self-imposed rule now that I'm not allowed to buy 18 month old, I can buy 10 month old. Do it wait 8 months till they're ready, or I can buy obviously 0. I am not allowing myself to buy 18 month old of any either type of cow. Other animals, I'm allowed to buy mature ones. With other animals, it doesn't really make much of a difference. What contract is it there? No, it isn't. See if I can get it. I'm tempted. Field 83 there was a massive sorghum field. I'm on 21. How are these guys still managing to harvest when according to this, it should have been done 2 months ago? I haven't turned withering off, have I? By accident. But you can, the only way you can turn it off is to turn off seasonal growth, which I definitely haven't. I think they've run out of silage again. I'm probably going to turn that off this time, because that's probably got enough in stock now. Oh no, hay this time. I'll turn it off for now, because there's more than enough there to get started. And then what I will do is once I have a chance I will top everything up in it. But certainly at the moment I've only got young cows, we're not going to be going through a huge amount, so it's going to be sat there largely redundant for the first. When we get to having like 100 odd cows, I'm ready to keep really an eye on that. Especially to reduce the chances of us like losing animals. He looks to be he's getting on with that field, he's not quite done. Plus it's going to take him most of the episode just to do that, I do believe. So we're done with this, so we're going to have like 5 bales out of it. Not an amazing amount, but not terrible. That's 5. He has finished at just the perfect moment. I do mean that. So what job do I have for him next? Oh, so I'm going to want him out of the way because I need him to be off this field so I can... I think he would be able to run the bell stacker, but obviously I'm going to need to do that because I can't trust the AI, so... I'll get him off the field for now. Then we're going to bale this field. Then we'll run around with the auto stacker and get them all nicely lined up, and then it'll be the John Deere and the low loader trailer to get them all off. And next time that's 2 more fields to tear up. If it does fit up this episode, we may plant the barley next time. We may plant wheat or barley next time in that field just to get one on the go. The other time I'm probably going to wait till summer now and do probably some oats and some sorghum or something. I'm tempted to get rid of that seed and replace it with that one that's next. I'm pretty sure the horsepower usage is the same. Now the one in there, I don't think that hours, does hours actually do? Onto our seed actually. Yeah, so it doesn't do fertilizing. It actually is a lower horsepower, 140. Oh, for 3, now that's... Take that to the shop. I'll unload the seed out of it first. We'll take it to the shop and we're probably going to swap it for that. A big one. Well, what's the 20 over? The plough is quite well worn. So while he's doing that, I think it might take him a little while because he'll do that round route. We're going to get this field done. While the rain comes down, let's bail. was just thinking, folks, before long I have to try and figure out where I buy diesel on this map, because looking at that gauge, it's getting down, like. I don't know whether I can't see a tank on the yard, whether I need to buy one. Whether there's a petrol station somewhere, I can't see. Transport. Shop. No, I'm not seeing one. Kind of worrying. So I've got 16 bales, play 17 with this one, so I'm going to actually jump off. I'm going to leave this for today. I might come back to it later on this afternoon, see how we get on, but I doubt it. Probably tomorrow now. Turn you off. Like I say, we're going to see about selling this. This is worth like 40 grand, that's not too bad. Then what we're going to do is I'm gone on it. Game, you debated me beautifully with that one. Well, I guess we're going to be looking on, don't you? Oof. I did it over 5 years and I put down 10%. The monthly's actually not that bad. I always like the one without a final fee just because yeah, I just don't want it on the month. Plus it's not that big a difference price wise. Okay, so I ended up spending a little bit more. Well, I probably did spend more than I intended to actually because I will have done by the end of it, but we have got something that's going to be very, very useful to us. And these are great seeders. Need to go and plug some lights into it. And then he's getting on with that, so actually I might as well jump back into this because I don't really want to start. Oh, no, I know what I'm actually. Sorry, I'm an idiot. We already know, I know, don't worry. I'll go with this guy in. It was hay was short, I wanted to get some hay bales. Try and generally top up what's in it a little bit. And once that tractor gets back before it's attached to a trailer, we'll actually feed the cows their first load of proper mineral feed. I left that right in the way, didn't I? So you in there. No, obviously I might just move. I'm probably going to move all my bales into this shed. Try and sort of line them up. Especially once I've done away with the round bales. I think I'll make them a lot neater. And it also means I know exactly where they are. I was hay ran out, so as long as I give it. I will go and get it a couple more straw and a couple more silage. But I watch that little lid, I don't just clip it and risk flipping myself over. Flipping the bales on the floor. This is the other reason why the telehandler's great, because at least you can chuck them up in the air like this. I've only got 1,000 litres. Our silage is now the next lowest, so I'll get you a couple of those. MB track's nearly here, so. Can you see there? Yep, he's so. Probably load those seeds we got down there into him before we buy another speed that I'm gonna, like I said, I'm trying to keep it as real as possible. Now I'll put plastic wrap in my mixer. Let's keep on. I'll put a couple more straw in just to finish it off. And hopefully by then the ripper's done, the cultivator's done. And next episode, hopefully not in the rain, I'm hoping we'll be able to put weed down. Just like that, so it's a bit more straw. I might as well turn it back on now. At least we get it to be, gets to 100%, it'll just stop and wait, that's no problem. We'll get some straw, don't need to worry about straw levels, we've got more bales coming. Let me take two more of these. This will be a great shed, this might be where I store seeds and that, because it's nice and out of the way. Seeds, fertiliser, stuff like that can go in here. The old bales can go in where the hay currently is. We've got a stylish bunker if we decide to do bunker, or we've got... Mind you, actually I probably want to sell our bale wrap, because I'm pretty sure it'll only take round bales, but I know one will take square. I can always do really good money, but start trying to pay something off, especially the loan. I can pay something off, I don't think I can pay the vehicles off early, sadly I just don't think the mechanics there for it. Although, I should have a look, there's a vehicle financing tab, I'll look in there, maybe it will let me. Go on, take it. It's yours. Thank you, just not that well stocked. It's in below 5%, I'm pretty sure that's the actual mineral feed. I don't put any more of that yet. I fill all the bushes. We actually have a workshop. Oh yeah, we do actually, I know where we do. Yeah, I just fill this up with seed just so it's ready. Obviously it won't be used on this track. The track doesn't have the horsepower, the only one that does is the 1800 for now. Okay, I still think we're alright, we've got like probably 2 or 3 months worth of payments. Oh, specific finance, this shows us what we've got on finance. But to settle early, you've got to pay it all off. You can't just pay like another 100 grand in. If I get to the point where I've got the full money, I can just pay it off and be done with it. I'll put a tag in as if I'm going to give it that tag. The suspension on this trailer is really good. Also, these are the sides loose. I've got that stylish trailer there. So I think I'm going to have to reverse down here because I'll never get it under. But I quite like this being in this corner. It feels like it's all part of one thing. Clip something like this with twin axles is often a little bit easier to reverse. He says clipping the gate. That's my fault for making the corner side. They come down the side, hug the hedge, and in theory I should stay nicely under them. The other thing with this bunker is you can actually get the stuff out individually. Which is a nice touch. That first load, so hopefully this puts their health up and gives us much less chance of dying on us. I'm hoping. I mean the health's 100%, so in theory we shouldn't lose any. It's 75 because that's all the grass gives us. Unfortunately it doesn't really matter right now because they're babies. I'm going to give them another full trail load just because I'm here and I can. We'll also get an idea of what rate they eat at. Oh, I took that corner quite nicely. You see, it's working through. This is a really fast working machine, which is fantastic. Plus I may as well top it off with everything. I'm guessing that dump point there was I could dump it back into the mix if I wanted to. That's putting 2 loads in. That's good. I think get it well up the food. Hopefully I'll get the productivity up. He shouldn't have long to go now. No, he doesn't at all. 3 minutes. What can you do in 3 minutes? Quite a lot. Which one of our numbers is lowest? Silage. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it after that first time. So I went to go get the minute feed. You know, since he's got a windscreen wiper on the roof. I mean, you know, you possibly got a windscreen wiper on your sunroof. I do 2 lots. Oh, in fact, that's gonna be all our silage bells. It's really interesting. Okay. I don't mind it being all our silage bells because I don't need them for anything else. But start telling me that next episode we are gonna. I knew I was gonna do that. Next episode we are gonna have to cut those 4 grass fields, and I think I'm gonna have to half and half. 2 fields of hay, 2 fields of grass for silage. Obviously, once we do that, it's gonna take them at least 2 in-game months to ferment. I would like the signs on here to tell me what's anywhere else in the menu, but right now I don't think the money's really there for that. What I'll try and do is get it. I don't want to do it. I think it sort of scrapes. Scrapes along. Sadly it didn't. The only thing I don't want to give them all the hay bales because the straw bales are in there. I need some of them for the bedding. It's gonna be the weird thing because bedding is something I never bothered with, unless only because this animal losses mod makes it a requirement. I go in this further because I also think I give more support to the top bale. I know there's some milk somewhere stored, which I guess just to get the game started, but no place to take it out yet until we have quite a bit more. I haven't exactly figured it out how many. I need to impose some kind of rule on myself so that I don't just hold stock for years. Maybe I have to try and try and remember when I put stuff in and keep a 12-month sort of window on things. That's for the silage well up. I won't get a stack of hay bales, I'll put them in as well. Well, I think it's got just about enough for now. And he's just finished, excellent. Another stack of these, it's a stack of 4 this time. Rather precarious looking stack of 4, it has to be said. What I like about these telehandlers is you just do stuff like this without trouble. If you're trying to the front load of tractor right now, it would be trying to flip itself, it would be trying to front flip on it all the time. Got to be careful because I know this stack, say there's nothing actually holding this stack down, so I don't really want to dump them all over the floor. I was I went up on the floor. Okay now. Right. Idiot over here, I do apologise. Should be able to pick both them bottom ones up together because they're sideways on they're narrower. I could be able to jam the forks right through them. Never have. Looks even more precarious than the first one, but these should at least. If someone's doing it down one little straight. The hay bales look to be the biggest, which makes sense. I guess hay's probably the driest substance. I don't know how much water there is in straw, but obviously like silage probably has quite a lot in. And on that note, folks, we're going to end this episode here. He's done, which is fantastic. Thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please check out the rest of the channel. A lot of great stuff on here. Hopefully your next favourite video is just around the corner. Please like, subscribe, share. Until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.